Romeo and Juliet. Capulet's Orchard Scheme 2.
I take thee at thy word, call me but love, and ill new baptized.
What man art thou that thus bescrined in the night so stumbled on my counsel? Let's listen. Hello. I am Arlen Mockcraft. Welcome to me channel. Let's figure out anything and everything. Don't forget to press like, subscribe, and the notification bell.
Juliet appears above at a window. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill Thenvious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she know she were. She speaks yet she says nothing, what of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold, 'tis not to mesh speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their sphere still they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth a lamp, her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See, how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, bind o'er my head, as is winged messenger off heaven, into the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds, and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thee name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall he speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is me enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose. By any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he no Tromeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without that title, Romeo doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and ill new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that this bescrined in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is shateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard's walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering woe thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'er perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that darest love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen ere no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alec, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world that they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better and dead be their hate, than death prorogue, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paid to my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak to-night, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swear'st, thou mayst prove false at lovers' perjuries. Then say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou think'st I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, it'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear, that tips with silver Althesi fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in his circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear. I'll joy in thee. I have no joy of this contracto night. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as thou within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me sound satisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have to-night?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou first requested, and yet I would it we to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But be frank and give it again. And yet I wish, but for the thing I have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for bother infinite.
O blessed, blessed night, I am afford. Being in night, all this is but a dream. To flattering sweet tobe substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love honourable, thy purpose marriage, send me word to-morrow, by one that I'll procure it come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at the foot I'll lay, and follow thee my lord throughout the world. I come anon, but if thou mayest not well, I do beseech thee, by and by I come to seize thy suit, and leave to my grief. To-morrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse, to want thy light. Love goes toward love, as schoolboys from their books, but love from love, toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist. Oh, for a Faulkner's voice, to lure his tussle gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, and may no speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lover songs by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo.
My dear,
At what o'clock to-morrow shall I send thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thee company.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home this.
'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, and yet no farther than wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, parting is such a sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast, would I were sleep in peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
To be continued. Disclaimer. Information used based from research on the internet. Until next time. Ta-ta. Don't forget to press like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. Thank you for watching.